Hey, what's going on? Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Yeah, that's right. I'm back at my house now, so we are back with Chaos Child again. After a few days of Doom Eternal. So actually there wasn't a whole lot that happened in Chaos Child the last time I did this. It kind of just went back. It was kind of like more flashbacks about like Takuru's memories of Serika. He definitely has memories of Serika from like before the earthquake happened. But I think Kunosato said at one point that they have no record of Serika before she was at the hospital after the Shibuya earthquake. So it's almost like she didn't exist before then, even though, like I said, Takuru's memories seem to go back well before the earthquake. So yeah, I don't know. It mostly went over stuff we pretty much already knew. So, all right. So we are on November 5th. The same time, the streets of Shibuya. Serika was running. She was out of breath and had a terrible headache. There was sweat all over her body, and it wasn't from exhaustion. Running a few minutes wasn't enough to tire her out. Compared to what she'd had to do, her mind and... Wait, what? Compared to what she'd had to do with her mind and body to commit the murders, this was nothing at all. I think they left a word out. She touched the small cut on her stomach as she ran. She felt slick blood, a sensation she was long since tired of. She would probably have to stitch it up, but if her organs weren't ruptured, she'd be fine. She was used to getting stitches without anesthetic. She didn't even need a towel to bite down on to relieve the pain. Bro, what the fuck has she been through? The needle didn't even need to be a medical one. But this terrible headache was new to her. Serika stopped when she saw there was no one around. She punched the wound on her stomach hard, 2 or 3 times. The sensation of a fierce external pain, the sensation she was used to, ran up her spine. She'd hoped that it would alleviate the pain of her headache. She'd hoped that her brain would decide the pain of her open wound was more important than the headache. But the headache didn't stop. It felt like a cold needle was being driven into her head with every heartbeat, as her mind screamed at her that something was terribly wrong. Okay, new theory. So I'd been talking about a theory that Serika is Takuru's delusion before. But what if that's not the case and instead Serika is actually Senri? That would make what she just said make more sense, because she's talking about having been through a lot of pain and stuff before. So if she was Senri, that would make sense. She knew why.
能力の干渉に抗っただけでこれか。
Her head hurt, but her mind was still capable of clarity. Her foe was stronger, far stronger than she'd expected. Mind control. An unimaginably horrible form of hypnosis which could make anyone do whatever you wanted. When he was an ally, she'd thought it was the greatest power imaginable. Now that he was an enemy, it seemed like the worst.
いいや。
That's not right, she laughed to herself. He hadn't been an ally. He hadn't been a helper or a co-conspirator either. If you could call him anything, he was a blackmailer. The phone in her hand trembled. It wasn't the one she'd used when she pretended to be a normal person. She destroyed that a while ago so that the police couldn't track her. The police aren't even trying to track her. Unless the police are like playing some crazy 4D chess and they're saying that Takuru is the suspect, but somehow they're secretly trying to track down Serika by making Takuru think he's the suspect. I don't know. It was the one he'd given her for communicating with him. Okay, we don't know who who he is, so. It probably belonged to someone they'd killed, or perhaps he'd used mind control to steal it from someone who never even knew it was gone. She stared at the screen for a moment, but finally decided to answer it. Okay, who could this be? It could be Ito. I don't know, though. Oh, well. Dude has a fucking voice mod, kind of like, oh god, wait. Wait, what am I thinking of here? Now there's... Am I thinking of the right thing? Wasn't there somebody in Magikoi that was like using a voice mod? Oh.
嘘をつけ。私の行動を予想していたくせに。やっぱりかと、お前の思考が言っていたぞ。
He must have found something funny because the man on the other end laughed.
らしいな。若者はそうじゃなくちゃいけないわな。それで、言うくらいは聞かせてもらえんだろ。
白々しい。
Serika's voice was filled with rage. He knew, and yet he asked anyway. He was either a sadist or some kind of sick hedonist. The methods he came up with for his murders always felt like one big joke.
どうして宮代拓郎を主犯に仕立て上げた？一連の事件は全て南沢千里の犯行として決着させるはずだったろう。
俺何か再婚したとでも言うのか？
Of course you were, asshole, she thought. A warrant had been put out for Miyashiro only a few hours after Nano Kurusu's death, and in a way that would normally never be possible. There was no way they'd given a miner's real name out in that span of time, unless he had used his power.
一体どういうつもりだ？
あいつはな、知りすぎたんだよ。これでもお前に譲歩してんだぞ。
何？
お前の力には随分助けられたからな。本来なら、あいつを殺さなきゃいけないところを、犯人として逮捕されるくらいで終わりにしてやるっつってんだよ。
So this guy has fucking control over the police? She hated the fact that she was on the phone. Without being able to see him, she couldn't read his mind. She wanted to know what he was really thinking.
南沢千里より彼を犯人として祭り上げた方が都合が良くなっただけだろう。
Let me see something. I'm getting nothing. Whatever.
余計なことを知っている彼は世間に出てこなくなる。その上、自分の姉と妹を殺した主犯ということで話題性もつく。その方が力士シールに注目も集まるからな。しかも犯人として逮捕されて終わりだと。宮代拓は最初の犯行である9月7日時点ですでに18歳だ。犠牲者は7人。未成年としては犯罪史上最多。今の世論の流れなら十中八九極刑になる。そんなことを私がわからないとでも。
そんなの裁判やってみなければわからないじゃないか。
どうせお前が捜査するんだろうが。
Serika yelled into her phone, and the man started laughing again. She didn't know if it was because she'd yelled, or because his laughter pissed her off, but the headache got worse, which only made her madder.
やっぱいいなお前は。こっちに持ってこないか。お前の力は俺らにとって貴重なもんだし、頭も切れる。度胸もあるしな。
ふざけるな。彼が無事であること、これがお前に手を貸す唯一の条件だったはずだ。
相変わらずの石頭だな。
それ以外のことに私の価値などない。
Takuru Miyashiro's survival. That was the one thing she'd cared about since she came into this world. Being a murderer, being an accomplice to murder, using her mind-reading powers to find psychics, she'd done it all for that reason. But now...
じゃあ聞くけどよ。お前、これからどうするつもりなんだ？まさか、あいつを連れて逃げる気かい？
Serika managed to stop herself from speaking. He was right. She thought it was the only way.
そんなことできるわけねえだろ。
やってみなければわからない。お前の力は確かに脅威に見えるが、委員会の末端ができることには実は限界があるんじゃないのか。
Okay, so she's talking to a member of the Committee of 300. That's why he'd come to her for help, right? She thought that this was her only chance to save Miyashiro.
現に彼はまだ警察にもお前の手にも渡っていない。居場所がわからないんだろう。
確かに俺は末端どころか下っ端の下っ端。中枢メンバーすら知らない雑魚だけどよ。
And then he spoke in a voice that sounded a little too deliberate. She could sense his lips curling into a smile.
試しに、フレーシアあたりから調べてみるかな。
She finally gave a small gasp. She thought that that's where he was hiding, too. How did he know about Frisia? When she whispered that to herself, he said,
あのな、フレーシアの話なんざ何度も聞かされてる。俺があいつやものからどれだけ信頼されてると思ってんだ。
Told me all about Frisia. Don't you know how much he and Nano trusted me? Okay, that makes it sound like this is Ito then. But then again, I don't know. It seemed like Ito was being mind controlled too, so I don't know. It could be... Shit, it could be their father. The guy running Alba Dorm. Serika hung up the phone and started to run, ignoring the pounding in her head.
なるほどな。
So that's it, Kunosato said in a voice that was almost too soft to hear. And then she put her hand up to her head and started to think. I told Kunosato the same thing I'd just told Shinjo. Shinjo had brought me back to Frisia and given me a stern warning not to leave again. Then he'd quickly gone back to his investigation, in theory looking for me.
本当にもうバカなことはやめてくださいね、宮代先輩。
まったくよ、有村ちゃんなんて泣きながら先輩が逮捕されちゃうって大変だったんだから。
泣いてません。
Both Arimura and Momose were worried about me. I was glad for that. The only ones who knew the truth were the three of them, Shinjo, Kazuki, and Uki. We may have had different goals, but if nothing else, they knew I wasn't the killer, and they were working to find the real killer, Serika. Only now did I realize how stupid it was for me to run away. Compared to this morning, the thick fog in my brain had lifted a little.
ノノ、僕は大丈夫だから。
Don't think about revenge. Don't do anything dangerous. Live the same life as everyone else does, but don't get buried among the crowd. The words in the letter were like heavy weights, keeping me grounded.
宮代、有村。
はい。
Kunosato turned away from the computer screen and toward us. Her expression was even sterner than usual.
前にも言ったと思うが、渋谷地震の際に目撃された白い光が、お前たちギガロマニアックスの発生に関係していると、私は確信している。震源域の中心付近にかつてプラネタリウムがあったのは知っているだろう。そのプラネタリウムはある企業によって買い取られたのだが、新庄さんの聞き込みによれば、それ以降不審な男たちが目撃されるようになったそうだ。しかもそれと並行して多数のリアルブートらしき現象の目撃情報がある。さらにその企業は例の AH 東京総合病院と深い関係があることも分かった。
Yeah, they're talking about Nozomi.
つまりどういうことですか？
ここからは推測だが、プラネタリウムはあの地下施設と同じくギガロマニアックスの実験か何かに使われていたのではないかと思う。ところがあの地震でプラネタリウムは破壊され、いや、あるいは逆にプラネタリウムでの実験にトラブルがあって地震を引き起こしたのかもしれないが、とにかく実験中だったギガロマニアックスの発生因子とでも言うべきものが周囲に拡散されてしまった。私はそれが白い光だと考えている。
有村ちゃんたちの脳からギガロマニアックスの能力を引き出してしまった原因物質ってことかしらね。物質じゃなくて電磁波みたいなものだとかエネルギーとかそういうものかもしれないけど、
ああ、つまりアレルゲンみたいなものですね。
全く違う。ちょっとばかり聞きかじっただけの言葉を使うな。バカは黙っていろ。
Holy shit, dude. Arimura frowned. The two of them still weren't getting along.
こうして光を浴びてしまった多数の人間の脳に発生因子が与えられたと考えられるが、ただし全員が覚醒したわけじゃない。これまでの研究によれば、脳がまだ発達段階で活発に活動している若い人間、その中でも脳への負荷が非常に高い事象を経験した者だけに能力の発現が見られる。
はい。
There's Takuru. I nodded. I knew exactly what she was talking about.
能力者の能力はその出来事というより、その出来事に対してどんな心理的作用が働いたかに依存している。
その話みんなでしたことあります。どんなことを望んだかで能力が決まるってことですよね。
ありていに言えばそういうことになるな。
Okay, I will be right back. Alright, we're back. When I'd woken up from the earthquake, I'd felt a lot of stress at the way my body wouldn't move. I never wanted to go through that again. Not only was there the stress of not being able to move, there was the terror that came with wondering if I might stay like that forever. That's why I'd gained my power of psychokinesis. When I was telling that to Kunosato, my mind flashed back to how Nano helped me with my physical therapy. She'd done her best to cheer me up, at times kind and gentle, and at times strict. She was always there for me. But now she was...
ダメだ、しっかりしろよ。宮代拓郎。
I forced myself to snap out of it. And then I realized that Kunosato was staring at me.
宮代拓郎の能力はサイコキネシス。その発生要因は過酷なリハビリ。私もお前のことを調べてそう思い込んでいた。
For some reason, she looked frustrated.
思い込んでいたって。
安易な判断と思い込み、私もまだまだ未熟だ。本当ならもっと早く尾上セリカにたどり着けていたかもしれないのに。
Huh?
どういうことですか？
今も言ったろ？能力者はいずれも地震の時にギガロマニアックスの発生因子を浴びて能力を発現させている。おそらくあの過酷な地震が彼らに強いストレスと願望を与え、それが引き金となった。お前もそうだな、有村。
That's what she'd said before, that her powers had awoken during the earthquake, and that the cause was that she wanted to know the truth.
山添由紀もそうだ。佐久間先生からのレポートによれば、能力の発現はやはり渋谷地震の直後だという。それとパイロキネシストのハイダリコ、あの女のこともようやく調べ終えたが。
Kunosato pointed to a corner of her screen. It was displaying the data about the pyrokinetic that had threatened us.
ハイダリコは渋谷地震で顔に火傷を負い、他の能力者と同様、その直後に覚醒している。絶望感による過度のストレスと、他の人間に自分と同じ絶望を与えてやりたいという暗い願望が発生因子と結びついたらしい。これで分かったろ？もちろん全ての能力者を調べたわけではないが、私が知る限り全員例の白い光を浴びた直後に能力を得ている。1年以上のタイムラグがあったものなど 私の持っているデータの中にはいないんだよ。
I started to understand what Kunosato was trying to say. And then I felt an awful sensation.
情報を精査したところによると、能力者の力が発現する際には必ず大きな副作用が起こる。耐え難いほどにひどい頭痛だ。これは血管拡張によるものだと思う。頭痛の原因の中では極めてポピュラーで、片頭痛と診断される痛みも血管が拡張するために起こる。ギガロマニアックスの場合の血管拡張は、発生因子が引き金となってドーパミンとそれに類した神経伝達物質が過剰に分泌されるのが原因というデータが出ているが、
Then she paused. She was probably giving me time to think.
そこで宮代に質問だ。お前はリハビリの時にひどい頭痛を経験したことはあるのか？
I tried to think, but I couldn't remember any pain in my head, just from the rest of my body, particularly my joints.
いえ、おそらくないと思います。
なら他の能力者と同じように地震の際にひどい頭痛を経験した瞬間があったはずだ。
I could hear my heart beat loudly. My vision started to blur, and then my heart beat so loud that I could hear it.
その時、お前は何をしていた？
I had a bad feeling. What was I doing then?
いや、正確に聞こう。地震の時にお前は何を望んだ？例えば危険を回避するために瓦礫を意のままに動かしたいと望んだのか？それでサイコキネシスを手に入れたのか？
違う、そんなこと望んでなんかいない。あの時僕が望んだのは
Serika, save me. Please, please. For a moment, it felt like the headache I'd experienced during the earthquake had come back, and I grabbed my head in pain. I tried to get the idea out of my head, but it wouldn't disappear. No, that couldn't be right.
どうした？
Kunosato stared at me. Her expression was as stern as ever. Eventually, she did something to her computer. It displayed a different set of data than before. For some reason, it felt like I was being driven further and further into a dark cave.
これは尾上のカルテだ。日付は2009年11月21日。AH 東京総合病院の系列病院に残っていた。お前は地震の後、ここに入っていたと言っていたな。ということは、お前に付き添っていた尾上もこの病院でカウンセリングを受けたわけだ。 ところが尾上の記録はこれ以前には存在しない。そうでしたね、百瀬さん。
We couldn't find her family register or anything else, Momose said, but her voice sounded unreal and far away.
ありえないですよ。だって尾上は小さい時から僕と。
家が隣同士だったらしいな。
そうです。
当時お前が住んでいたマンションは6階の角部屋。隣の住人の名前は新井。経営していた会社を引退した年金受給者の老夫婦だ。子供は設けていない。
My heart beat louder. It was aggravating me. It was a strange sensation. I was hearing all the words, but I couldn't understand what they meant. Even my breathing was getting faster.
違います。尾上は隣に住んでいて、両親から無視されていて。
その両親とやらに会ったことはあるのか？ないんだろ。尾上には当時他に友達がいなかったそうだが、そもそも地震以前に尾上が誰か第三者と話しているのを見たことがあるか？
それは。
I hadn't. But that was because she didn't have any friends. When we sometimes went outside, she was always with me, and she never left my side for an instant. Kunosato tapped at the keyboard, and the screen changed.
これはお前のカルテだ。その系列病院に残っていたものだ。
If only I'd found it sooner, she'd whispered. At some point, I'd started crying. I couldn't see the screen through my blurry vision.
お前が昏睡状態に陥った原因は不明とされている。発生因子のことが解明できなかったんだろう。だが、その代わり、別の病院の精神科の診察記録が追記されている。
Another hospital? Psychiatrist? I'd never been to another hospital. It must have been some mistake.
2006年の日付か。お前が小学3年の時だな。イマジナリーフレンドへの過度の傾倒と診断されている。
Yep. Alright, yeah, this is the theory that we were talking about here. Serika is just like an imaginary friend.
Huh?
Imaginary friend?
簡単に言えば、空想上の友人のことだ。
空想?
That's not true, a voice in my head said over and over.
イマジナリーフレンド自体は珍しいものじゃない。そもそも病気ではなく、幼児の3割近くが空想上の友達を持っている。何もない空間に話しかける子供に対して幽霊が見えていると決めつけるオカルトマニアたちがいるが、そういうマニアの話を聞いたことくらいあるだろ。
嘘です。
だが思春期までイマジナリーフレンドを持続している人間となると その数は激減する。乖離性同一性障害とは区別されているが、私に言わせれば脳の状態はほぼ同一だ。お前の話に出てくる地震前の尾上はお前を常に羨んでいたな。同じネグレクト状態にありながらお前の方がマシだと。
I tried to yell at her to stop, but my throat hurt too much for me to speak. The taste of blood filled my mouth. I must have bit my lip. I'd started crying without even realizing it.
イマジナリーフレンドの大半は友好的なものとして存在する。それで自分の承認欲求を満たすためだ。
違う。
自分に不利益な事実を空想上の友人に押し付けるのはむしろ同一性障害に多く見られる症状なんだが。
違うって言ってるだろ。
Kunosato's words were cold and uncompromising.
頭がおかしい。まともじゃないと言われたのは己じゃない。それを己に押し付けたお前なんだよ、宮代拓。
嘘をつくな。
宮代先輩。
I felt a soft hand on my shoulder and turned to look. It was Arimura. She looked at me like I was a young child in need of tender care. Stop it. Don't look at me that way.
久野里さんは嘘はついてないです。
All the feelings inside me went cold when I heard her words. Arimura said she was telling the truth. So she was.
だけど、そんなこと。
I didn't want it to be true, because if it was,
ノノを殺した尾上はこの僕が。ノノを殺したのは結局僕ってことに。
そこまでにしてもらおう、久野里美代。
I suddenly heard a voice. I turned around and saw someone in front of the door. It was someone I knew well.
Onoe?
That's right. It was Serika Onoe. She was different in every way from how she'd been at the newspaper club. There was an expression on her face that I couldn't read at all.
貴様。待て、争う意思はない。ふざけるな。本当だ。有村ひなえ、それをしまってくれないか。
Arimura had unleashed her D-sword. She was glaring at Serika and pointing it straight at her.
お前たちに危害を加えるつもりならこんなに堂々と姿は見せない。
Wait. Why was Serika here? What was she doing? Was she saying she wasn't here to fight to make me let my guard down? And then kill me? No, forget that. Why did she kill Nano? All these thoughts slipped through my mind before I could really think about any of them. But then they all came together to form the biggest question of all.
目の前のこいつを本当に僕が。
そう。今思ってる通りだよ、宮代拓。
Hey, what's up, Ox? How are you doing? Serika was looking me dead in the eye. Was she reading my mind? It felt like she could read everything I was thinking.
私はお前に生み出された存在だ。あの時にな。
Well, Ox, my theory was correct. Serika was actually just an imaginary friend of Takuru. What she said was the one thing I didn't want to admit. So I found myself looking toward Arimura, who had drawn her D-sword and readied it again. Arimura nodded slowly, without taking her eyes off of Serika. Our theory. Yeah, we developed the theory together. I knew that it was her way of saying she was telling the truth, but still, my heart refused to admit it.
嘘だ。そんなの。
Because Serika was as important to me as Nano. A phone started to vibrate in someone's pocket. Serika's expression changed infinitesimally.
私のスマホだ。ポケットに手を入れるぞ。他のものは出さない。だから、いいな。
Serika looked at Arimura as she spoke. Arimura was instantly able to tell if she was telling the truth.
言ってることは本当です。スピーカーにしろ。
疑り深い女だ。
Serika nodded and took out her phone. She went to put it on speaker mode, but before she did, she looked up. Her eyes met with mine.
宮代拓。もう一度心の準備をしておけ。
How we trap her?
お前はこれまでと同じかそれ以上のショックを受けることになる。お前の心が壊れるのを見たくない。
一体何を。
What are you saying, Serika? Before I could ask, she put her hand to the phone and answered the call.
よう、フリージアには着いたか？
I'd heard that voice before, but I couldn't tell whose it was. No, that wasn't right. I didn't want to. It was rare to hear his voice from Serika's phone anyway. Whenever he needed something, he would always call me or Nano.
どうしてここにいると分かったというのは愚問か。
まあな。ああ言えばお前は全力でそこへ向かうだろう。
I'd never seen Serika spit like that. And this time, her face was red with anger.
で、どうだ？タクルはいるか？
When I heard the name Takuru, I shivered. I knew it. There was no way I could mistake that voice. I knew why Serika had told me to be ready for a shock. That voice.
なあ、タクル、いるんだろ？俺だよ。
Dude, I said this before you joined the stream, Ox. I was like, okay, because before this, you missed this, but there was a scene before this where Serika was talking to him, but he was using like a voice modifier. And I was like, what if it's their dad? Holy fuck, dude. What? Hello, Zane. How are you? I couldn't speak. The ground beneath me seemed to shift, and I felt sick. The phone seemed to stick out clearly while everything else faded away.
佐久間先生。
そういうことか。
こちらの動きはみんな筒抜けだったわけね。
おいタクル、聞いてんのか？
I guess in a really twisted way it makes sense because yeah, and you missed this too, Ox, but during Serika's conversation with him earlier, she mentioned that he is a member of the Committee of 300. So yeah. Their dad has been a member of the Committee of 300 this whole fucking time. And the reason why I say it kind of makes sense is because if the Committee of 300 is looking to control Takuru, which I think is kind of their objective right now, then what better way to do that than literally have him come under the care of one of their members. Like, bro. But then again, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess he didn't really have control over Kurusu dying, but dude, okay. Actually, this is pretty fucked up in a way, because okay, so whatever, Wataru, his power is mind control, right? So he must be the one who was mind controlling Ito when he killed Yui. So he literally mind controlled somebody to kill the girl that he supposedly was supposed to be raising as his own daughter. Yeah, Wataru, yeah, the father, it says his name right here. Foster parents. Dude. What the fuck, dude?
Moshi.
父さん。なんで？
おお、やっぱいるじゃねえか。なんだ。まだ尾上から聞いてねえのか？
Told me what? Told me what? And why was Dad calling Serika's phone?
全部の絵を描いてたのは俺と尾上だよ。
I didn't understand what he meant. But I could hear my heart pounding loudly.
今回起きた一連の事件の最初からな。結構苦労したんだぞ。尾上と二人でいろいろと準備して。
一緒にするなよ。
I flinched away from her. Serika was staring at the phone with a look on her face that I'd never seen before.
つれねえな。事実じゃねえか。二人で一緒に頑張って殺してきただろ。未来予知の大谷も感情誘導の高柳も思考盗撮のあれ更新でバイトしてた兄ちゃんはなんつったっけな。まあいいか。渡部も灰田もゆいもののも皆俺とお前の成果だろ。
Dude, how do you even fucking explain this shit? This guy adopts two girls just to have them killed in this fucking plot. That was my dad's voice. There was no mistaking it. The names Yui and Nano echoed in my mind. Accomplished? Together? I felt like I needed to vomit. The taste of some stomach acid rose into my mouth. I fell to my knees, unable to stand. Drool and vomit dribbled out the corner of my mouth and onto the floor. Arimura was saying something to me. I could hear the words, but I couldn't understand them. This was a dream. It was just a bad dream. Because why would Dad do that? Dad and Serika had killed them? Killed Yui? Killed Nano? Killed 2 of our family?
こっちを見ろ。
What? What the hell? That didn't make any sense at all.
一体何なんだよ。
こっちを見ろ、宮代拓。
Dude, Arimura's been hanging out at Frisia for quite a while now. I don't really know why, but yeah. Okay. So I guess she's about to give her spiel about how she's actually doing this to protect Takuru, I guess. Our eyes met. Serika was looking at me, her expression fierce.
大丈夫だ。
She looked straight into my eyes.
私がいる。大丈夫だ。
Fine? How could anything be fine?
随分な言葉だな。
Serika's eyes narrowed as she looked at Kunosato.
安心しろ、久野里美代。今さらお前と分かり合おうなどと思っていない。お前たちの側に立ちたいともな。
Kunosato and Arimura went pale.
お前そうか、それがお前の能力か。思考洞察。
頭の回転が速いな。そう、柿田博則と同じものだ。
おい、タクル、聞こえたか？つうわけでよ、とっとと名乗り出てくれ。
父さん、なんで、どういうことなんだよ。
言っただろ、俺と尾上がやったことだって。
だからそれってどういうことなんだよ。
佐久間航は委員会の人間なんだ。
Serika said the word like she was disgusted by it. And when Kunosato heard it, her face filled with anger.
正確には委員会の末端の組織、病院の地下でギガロマニアックスの研究をしていた連中の一人だ。連中は渋谷地震の影響でイレギュラーに発生してしまった能力者を邪魔な存在と捉え飼っていた。
Okay, but why do it 6 years later, and why do it on the exact same dates that the original New Gen killings happened?
私はそれに協力していた。宮代拓、お前をその狩りから外すことを条件にな。
I see. I felt like I couldn't breathe. The air was just leaking out of my mouth. Dad was what?
お前よ、お前本当にタクルを連れて逃げる気か？
お前は約束を反故にした。好きにさせてもらう。
そうじゃなくてよ、そんなこと可能だと思ってんのか？とぼちぼちだな。ちょうどいい。テレビつけてみろ。どのチャンネルでもいいからよ。
何？
いいからよ。テレビくらいあんだろ。
Someone, probably Momose, turned on the TV. The voice of the TV announcer filled the room.
続きまして、渋谷で発生した連続猟奇事件に関する速報です。未成年の実名を公表したことにより注目されている今回の事件ですが、先ほど重要参考人として指名手配されている宮代拓君本人から報道機関宛てにメールで連絡が入りました。
What? Serika turned and looked at me.
知らない。僕は何もしてない。
そのメールには明日渋谷で開催される渋谷復興祭において注目の中、自らの命を絶つと記載されており、
Bro. This kinda sounds like Takumi.
警察はメールの中に犯人しか知り得ない情報、いわゆる秘密の暴露が含まれていたことから、このメールを宮代拓君本人からのものと断定しました。
I could hear myself let out a short scream. What the hell was this? What was going on?
佐久間、お前。
いや、 拓郎を連れて逃げるなんて言うもんだからよ。どうしたら諦めてくれるかと思ってな。何、自ら命を絶つなんて誇張だよ、誇張。ただ話題性は抜群だろ。復興祭に参加する人間、町中のやつらが拓の死ぬとこを見物しようと探し回ることになる。フリージアに隠れてたって、俺がネットでちょっと情報を流してやればそれで終わりだ。隠れる場所なんてどこにもなくなるぜ。
ゲスが
お前どうする？拓郎を諦めてくれるんなら、俺はこれからもお前と組んでやっていきたいと思ってんだ。まだ狩りは残ってるしな。
There was a short silence. Hearing the two of them talk about me didn't seem real. It was like watching the world from the other side of a pane of glass.
わかった。ただし条件が一つある。
おお、なんだ。
お前を殺させろ。
What's hiding behind? You talking about back here? A window? In case you didn't know, windows tend to be behind curtains.
今どこにいる？殺してやるから教えろよ。
His voice suddenly cut off. There was a heavy silence as he tried to figure out what she meant. Dude, that's kind of dumb. Why would you say, yeah, I'll agree to this on one condition that I kill you? Then he has no way of knowing if she's actually sticking with the agreement or not. Like, she could just do whatever the fuck she wants after that. That's dumb.
つまり返事はノーってことか。
Can she read minds through phones? No, she can't.
宮代拓は私が存在する意味そのものだ。彼に害をなす者には指一本触れさせない。
本気で言ってんのかよ。
地震の日に肉体を得てから6年、お前に脅されながら人を殺し、組織のために死体の山を築いてきた私を甘く見るな。
I heard what sounded like an animal's laugh. It was my father's laugh, the one I'd always heard at Alba Dorm.
強がりってのもなかなか可愛いもんだな。さっき腹を裂かれたばっかだってのによ。お前、俺を殺せるつもりでいんのか？いいぞ、付き合ってやる。始まりの場所に来な。
始まりの場所。
わかんねえか？今回の事件、いや、6年前の事件も含めて全てが始まった場所だよ。
あそこか。
Noah
そう、
too.
そこだよ。ついでに時間も合わせようじゃねえか。あの時あの場所でってやつだ。お前の死に場所にはぴったりだろ。もちろんタクルも連れてこいよ。
Bro, I don't think Takuru's gonna go along with her after this. And then suddenly I heard the cold electronic beep of an ended call. Everyone but me was looking at Serika and her phone. I was still kneeling on the floor, unable to move.
11月6日0時になりました。次のニュースです。
And on to the next chapter. I will be right back, so give me just a minute. Alright, I'm back. I think let's go ahead and just watch like a couple of VTuber clips, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So I think I have like several clips saved. So let's see.
What's going on? Sounds like
Man, let's
Do you think any of our fave Gigaloians are still out there? What you mean from like Chaos Head? Looks like looks like Bales is streaming Hollow Earth with Iris and Ollie. Ollie is also streaming it. Shiori is also streaming. She's doing Hollow Knight. Okay. Okay, where were we here? Oh shit, I got what? How many? I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clips saved. I think we're only gonna watch like a couple of them tonight, though. We'll save the rest for another day. Switching over. We're going back to the planetarium. Yep. All right. So our first clip for tonight is Hololive taking in Shiori was a mistake.
Nice! Oh, you mounted a monster. Oh, you're insatiable.
Wait, what? Bro.
Ah, look at you. I knew this would be the stream. This is the stream to watch everyone mount something, huh? Are you still mounting it? Oh no, you're good, you're good. Got tired of. Oh no, you're mounting it. How are you mounting it? How can I mount it? I wanna mount it too. Why do I only get to watch? Alright, you guys have fun mounting that. You mix it? Mix? You mix this? Oh gosh, I need to stop talking like this. I really should stop, but it's so fun! How often will you ever hear someone call you insatiable novelties? I need to stop, but like, come on! It's my opportunity! My good god. Now you're gonna go against Ian's back. Or will your back be the one that loses? Ian's back is gonna put you on your back. Fine, are you gonna let Ian's back do things to you while you're on your back? No, he's not! He did not let Ian's back do things to him on his back. What about Durvalana Nana Nana? Are you gonna take it from Durvalana Nana Nana, Firemine? Are you gonna let him wing it and swing around his Durvalana Nana Nana? Slap you in the face with it? Firemine, what's your answer, huh? You like getting slapped in... Okay, he does not like getting slapped in the face with Durvalana Nana Nana. I don't know if someone is awake from the bonking team, but don't bonk me, fucker! It's like, did she just go rogue? Fuck yeah, I did! Oh, hey, there you are! I see! You are very hairy, my dude. Wait, can you even have hair on that one part of, like, the chest? You can't? What? You can't?
I don't know how...
Really? I'm talking about, like...
How does this woman's mind
can you
work?
Even grow hair there? Wait, you... What? Whoa. Whoa! I did not know.
You know what? I don't think it does work. I think her mind just...
Nice.
doesn't work.
Oh, its tail fell off! Nice! Now call it a bitch! Yes, Hololive took me. What are you gonna do about it?
Bro, is she
it's
like...
no one ever expected someone like me to join, I guess.
Is she like daring Hololive to like fire her? Is that what this is? Is she like daring Hololive to kick her out? Turn back over. The news members coming, they only just realized this. Well, I mean, they just announced it yesterday, dude. Like, like, bro, it was just an out of nowhere announcement. I mean, shit, they might have even been keeping it secret from like the rest of the Hololive members. I don't know. But anyway, in just, I mean, shit, it's in 2 days, dude. They debut in 2 fucking days, man. Speaking of which, what do y'all say to doing a live reaction of their debuts? What do you think? I know Ox was saying he wants something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be Friday is the first couple debuts. It's at 10 o'clock my time. So rather late, but yeah. Yeah. And then Saturday, prepare yourself for instant stanning of the what is it, automatron? Is that what she's called? That's right, folks, we are simping the fucking robot, the robot of Hololive English, and the only reason we're simping her is because she plays violin. Now we're talking about wait. Okay, Zane, I think I misunderstood what you were saying about. You said the new members coming, they only just realized this. Okay, so you weren't talking about the new gen, you were talking about Shiori? Oh, you haven't seen the teaser yet, Ox? Yeah, I guess I could pull it up real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zane. I thought you were talking about the the new gen. Anyway, hold on. Let me I think Zane, I mean Ox wants to see the teaser for the new gen. Okay, here we go, Ox. This is for you. This is the teaser that just came out yesterday for the new Hololive English generation called Hollow Justice. There was Shiori on the screen. Hold on, wait. I just noticed something. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, yeah, the 5 escaped fugitives that are talking about they're talking about Advent, of course. Yeah. Team Justice. Alright, so Elizabeth here looks like a character from Fate. And she also, her outfit also resembles Iris's outfit quite a bit. Gigi. I don't know what she looks like. I guess she's just a little brat, probably. She's probably like the Bibu of this generation or something. Raura. I guess that's how you say her name, Raura. So she's like the Pink Panther of, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, her last name's even Panthera, so yeah. She's like Pink Panther. And there she is, the violin player. We're gonna simp this girl right here. Cecilia. That's right, she's a robot. See how her, like, see the, like, slits here? So she's kind of like she's kind of like a mannequin. All right, man. So there's been some talk about what if Made Mint is in this generation? If Made Mint joined Hololive, which of these 4 do you think she would be? You love the electric violins? Yeah, they look pretty cool, don't they? Like, hold on, go back. Yeah, I mean this violin looks pretty freaking cool. Yeah. Zane doubt. I mean, yeah, I think the odds are pretty low, but you never know. Actually, you know what? If Made Mint was one of these 4, I think she actually would probably be Cecilia. Yeah, because yeah, I don't know, the green and all it kind of resembles her the most, I think. But yeah, no, Made Mint doesn't play violin. No, at least not that we know.
Catch us if you can.
And that was Advent.
If you haven't heard about Milo's Reward,
All right. Who is Zane's favorite? Well, let me think. Well, wait. Why wouldn't your favorite be Cecilia too, Zane? Like, she has the most, like, kind of, I guess, like, she seems to have, like, that kind of, like, subdued kind of personality that you like. Uh, yeah, I mean, I was trying to think like, what, who, if there are any big names that are in this generation. And the thing is, Hololive English really hasn't picked like big names thus far. I mean, even Myth, like, I mean, even though I think most of Myth had some kind of like online persona before they became Hololive members, I mean, it wasn't like they were super well known. So, but yeah, I mean, if we're talking about big names that could potentially be in this generation, I would, I mean, Made Men is the name that comes to mind for me. Um, I mean, Solan, I really don't doubt it would be Solan or Doki Bird, whatever. Like, at this point, I think Doki Bird doesn't want to like go anywhere near a VTuber company anymore. She probably wants to stay indie the whole rest of her career. Um, I mean, yeah. I mean, who else? Maybe waifu baby. That would be interesting if it was waifu baby. It was one of them. um yeah, yeah. I mean, there really isn't any reason for Dogi Bird to go any other route than being indie. I mean, she's got it made, dude. Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. I think I am gonna go ahead and stop the stream here for tonight. Um. So yeah, we'll come back again tomorrow and do some more Chaos Child, and maybe watch some more of these VTuber clips I saved as well. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Who are you simping, Zane? You've already picked somebody? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody else really fits kind of what you're into. I mean, I guess if I had to guess, it would be Gigi. Rauru? Or wait, was that her name? Whatever. Dude, why her? Well, anyway, yeah, you could explain tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see why you'd particularly be into her, but okay.